Good evening. My name is Manuel Hernandez, and today's date is December 12th, 2017. Uh, the lab I'll be doing is Microscopy for Biology Use and Function. So in this lab, we went over our compound microscopes, starting off with the ocular lens or the eyepiece, the head, turret, the coarse adjustment knob, the fine adjustment knob, the objective lenses and condenser lens. We have here the longitudinal adjustment knob, as well as the transverse control knob, and we have an illuminator and the base, as well as the diaphragm. So in this lab, we also received a box of slides. Very elusive box. I did not receive this in the initial package when I first received it, and in moving to this location in Port Hueneme from Lemoore, California, they sent this to that house, and I had to get in contact with them a second time and have them send it to me to my home of record out in Long Beach, California. So it took some time to receive this, but in this lab we learned how to adjust our microscope to see the different slides. So first we started off with the letter E focusing. In this we went from the scanning to low power to high power, and just saw the variations of sizes that this microscope can produce. From the low power, you're able to see the entire letter E, or scanning. From low power, you still can see the letter E. It's a little bit larger, and with the high power, it was not visible entirely, but you were still able to see partial of the letter E. Second, we went over the amoeba hole mount. Now in this one, I was able to see the amoeba at a scale of 150 times. That was fairly easy to see. Our next slide was the penicillium with candida. I was able to see this as well at 150. Actually, all the slides I was able to see at 150. Fairly easy once I adjusted it from the I adjusted it from the low power to the high power, and I was able to see all of these bacteria, amoeba, and the letter E fairly easy. Next was the yeast hole mount, which was probably the hardest one to see since it was little specks on the microscope, and having to adjust it to a higher magnification and then readjust it longitudinal and the direction to see if I can find the actual yeast. We have bacteria spirillum, bacteria bacillus, and bacteria coccus form. After that, I had to get a swab of my cheek. So it's a cheek cell smear. Put it also on the slab and view it along with the dental tartar smear. All in all, the lab was fairly straightforward. Longest part was receiving these objective slides. So, but once I received that, I was able to knock out the lab, and overall it was a success. Thank you.